Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and well, heirlooms are back on the table even though they're not legend specific, but there's a new leak and rumor about the next one coming, and then also all heirlooms being universal for every single legend. It's gonna get a little confusing, but this seems to be something that they're gonna be doing. We're gonna go over all of that. We're also gonna go ahead and give out one of the upcoming universal heirlooms. All you gotta do is like, comment, subscribe, and you're entered for a chance to win. But without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So we are all pretty excited for the new collection event slash milestone event coming out next week, and well, the first thing I want to go over is this is gonna be the new theme of the Split 2 Battle Pass. You can see Revenant right here with the skin. It's actually, pretty fire. It is the speed suit skin, and I think it actually looks pretty awesome. That being said, today we're going to be talking all about heirlooms. Well, as most of you are aware, there is the new Universal Power Sword heirloom coming out. It's themed around Newcastle. It's supposed to be a universal for him, or at least designed for him, that every legend will be able to use. Now, the interesting thing about this is something that Respawn is going to be doing going forward. The old style of universal heirlooms like the Karambit and other ones we have seen that don't tie into any specific legend seem to be a thing of the past, and it actually makes a lot of sense. A lot of people were like, well, universals are cool, they don't tie into the legends, and there's a lot of lore missing. So going ahead and making heirlooms in the future that are still lore specific to the legend but usable by everyone seems the direction that they want to go. In fact, Yorotsuki showed the next universal one coming out, and it's this staff right here, and this is definitely themed around Catalyst and the moon and the crescent moon. And we've actually heard leaks and rumors that this is what it was going to be for quite some time. And once again, it is going to be universal. But more interestingly, Euro heard something when asked, please tell me they are making legend-based heirlooms universal, but giving the original legend special animations, like Wraith in the R301 skin. And Euro said, absolutely yes. And I actually wanted to chime in that before this was even posted, I had heard the exact same thing. Before the trailer actually launched, my source let me know Power Sword Royale, which we know came. Also, they're going to be doing this to most mythic items except prestige skins to help sell. I've been hearing that Maggie's is a boxing ring type thing with her knuckle knife. Too early to say though, that's still a work in progress. And legend heirlooms are going to be universal. Older heirlooms are going to be made available on all legends. Imagine Revenant Scythe on Lobster or something, and my source definitely meant to say Loba there, but I thought it was pretty funny, so I'd leave it in. And then they also let me know about some of the other stuff coming, like altar buffs, Power Sword Royale, and new Revenant perks, which all ended up coming true. Now, obviously, the Power Sword Royale makes a lot of sense. They're going ahead and doing that like the Final Fantasy event, and this is going to help go ahead and sell the heirloom more and get people buying it. But it'll be very interesting to see how the old heirlooms will be usable by every single legend. Some of the heirlooms are really cool. You got the Wraith Kunai, Bloodhound Axe, Lifeline Shock Sticks, Pathfinder Boxing Gloves, Octane Knife, Mirage Trophy thing, which we're still waiting for a recolor, Caustic, Gibraltar, so on and so forth. Now, what's going to be interesting is that when it is universal, how many animations do they actually have planned for every single legend already in the game, and updating them to go ahead and do that so that they have interesting specific ones. I assume that the Newcastle sword actually, when it releases, is going to have special animations tied specifically to Newcastle that makes it a little bit of his own. This is actually a pretty big change for Apex Legends and what we know of heirlooms in the future, and I thought it was pretty important information to share. We also got some brand new gameplay of the Skirmisher class perks that we're going to go ahead and play here. So if you haven't seen how the gameplay is going to look, you'll get a first-hand chance how to do that. And after that, we're going to jump into community clips. So don't forget to submit your own to me at Thordan Smash on Twitter. But without further ado, let's take a look at some of the new gameplay coming in for Season 24 Split 2.
With Season 24, we wanted to encourage aggressive playmaking and encourage players to close out fights. The new perk Charge Knock encourages skirmishers to jump into the fray. If they can get a knock, their tactical will refresh immediately and they'll get some HP back. Second new perk, Trailblazer, is great for keeping the team together. If your teammates get too far away, they'll get a speed boost when they're trying to catch up. Skirmishers in Apex have always been the scouts or the front lines. This now gives their teammates a way to catch up. Season 24 is going to bring big changes to skirmishers old and new. Wraith is going to get more options when weaving in and out of combat. You now have the ability to cancel her tactical early to surprise opponents, and her tactical wind up and cooldown are overall much faster. We wanted Wraith players to feel more in control of the fight. This is the first time Wraith has been changed in a long time, so we're really excited to see some OG Wraith mains coming out of the woodwork. For Revenant, we noticed his Shadow Faust is being used as an escape tool rather than to initiate fights. So we've reduced its cooldown and wind up to encourage players to use it to secure knocks and trigger the new Skirmisher perk. This is the biggest set of changes we've made to Legends at a mid-season patch. We're really excited to see you all in the game.
Counting on us.
Companion. Smart bullets hitting foe. Replenishing my shields.
Hold on. I'm healing.
Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on universal heirlooms being, able to be used by every single legend? Also, don't forget to check out this video right here by my editor Novell, who does amazing Apex Legends content. Until next time, everyone, keep slaying the aliens. I'll see you out there.